Hi, welcome to this lecture. Today in this lecture, we're going to discuss about what is the needs of the system design, why it is necessary. When we're thinking of build a good software system, then definitely we need to do system design at the first place, right? So without system design, if you are moving forward to build your application, then you will be going to end up with a lot of issues. As an example, you cannot scale your application at a certain point, right? Because you have not considered all of the scalability stuff or needs at the first place, right? And when you're thinking of like a repeated or maybe incremental development or integration of some other stuff, then you will be getting some kind of issues at certain point because you have not considered the integration as a part of your system, right? Or maybe the incremental, like the traffic of the users, or maybe your application need to host in many places, like around the world, right? Then what about the multiple payment gateways, right? And what about the fault tolerance, right? So all of these things exactly, it is getting cleared by the system design. So system design is a kind of process of defining the architecture and the components, module, interface, data flow, and it is clearing the software scopes and the goal, right? So that is how you can get a kind of complete blueprint of your software system where you can build piece by piece to deliver the whole software system. So now system design is a really essential component to moving faster and build a kind of very fast and swift software system, right? And there are many ways where we can handle the system design part. As an example, there are two main major parts out there where system design always getting focused. One is high level system design and a low level system design. In the high-level system design, where we are going to define all of the architecture pattern and what kind of architecture we're going to choose, as an example, monolithic, microservices, or maybe what kind of mechanism we're going to use, just technology stack, and what kind of caching mechanism, what kind of API gateway, what kind of infrastructure we are going to choose, as an example, AWS or GCP, or maybe Azure, or maybe dedicated server, right? But in the low-level, another way, in the low-level system design, we're going to focus on modularize all of the component in various low level, figuring out what kind of API endpoints we are gonna use, either maybe GraphQL or maybe RESTful APIs, and what kind of maybe technology stack we are going to implement, as an example React.js, or maybe what kind of libraries we are going to use. A lot of things gonna be discussed in the very low level in LLD, right? So these are the things we are going to discuss in upcoming lectures in HLD and LLD. But now you know why system design is essential. Definitely, if you wish to become a kind of good software engineer, then system design is really essential part of the whole software engineer's life cycle, right? And we have a dedicated system design course also available in our online learning platform. And if you wish to know about more deep insight the system design, definitely you can go for that particular course as well as. So in this Go course, we're going to cover all of the only essential part of the system design only, because this course we need to cover a lot of stuff. We're going to build a lot of microservices. So we are not gonna spend a lot of time in the system design. So we're going to cover all of the core components of the system design, so you can have a complete understanding why system design is necessary and what kind of things exactly is getting solved for our microservices, right? All right, then see you in the next lecture. Thank you.